Whoa! Look at all the pretty colors, and ducks can fly really fast in minecarts. Quack. What's up, guys? Duckfin Gaming here, aka Duck Opinion, and we're on part 7 of our tour of the world, and to nuke it when we're done. And as you see, all the progress that we had of the nuking has been put back because I didn't save it, and that would have been stupid of me to save it because we nuked the world. And that's to happen, dude. This game is buggy as shit. It has tons of bugs in it, and it crashes all the time. And I put too much TNT in the tower, and pretty much it crashed it. And so everything that we did got destroyed. But that is okay. Even though I did want to see this city fully nuked by the time this Let's Play was done, it's fine. We've seen it nuked pretty bad, and we're going to see it even worse as we destroy more buildings. So let's continue the tour. I pretty much remember I showed you everything over here pretty much. We did the water temple last time. I don't need to go back over there. You guys know how it looks if you've been watching. So over here, I like to build little towns like these. These are little towns I build with nothing in them, but they're just little buildings for if people just want a building to start off with and don't really know where to build at, they can come over here to one of the mini towns I built and have one of their own personal buildings, and they can expand these and make them bigger. Although no one has actually done this, but it is an option for people to come and build if they don't want to build their own shit. But to be honest, if you guys want to come and build, I'm sure you guys will just be like, fuck it, why build what you offer when we can build our own? That's how I'd be. So we're gonna blow up these little villages I made, but they're really cool. I like my villages. The first one I made is up on Duck Mountain, and we will eventually get there. Eventually, this is going to be a long series. I have a lot of shit to cover, but we will eventually get there to Duck Mountain. And I think on this episode, we will blow up the Parkour area. That right there is the Parkour area. It is very, very new, but we will get to it eventually. This graveyard was added to this spot by Dietz. He actually does come in and build some more sometimes when he gets a little bored. I want to do a bigger graveyard, but I do like it. It is a mini graveyard. It is cool. Can't fit too many people in here. Dead bodies, I mean, but it is a cool graveyard. We're going to see if we can't blow this up and find us some zombitches. See if we can't get the living dead to rise, but it's a cool little area. I actually like it. I wanted it to be bigger, but he built a mini one. But it is okay. I will potentially build one myself too, and that will be really cool. So there are a few more buildings we have to blow up. Hopefully, I don't want to overdo it like last time. Overdo it, the game crashed. Had to reduplicate the TNT. It's pretty lame. Don't want to overdo it like that last time. So let's go ahead and set this off so I don't overdo it. Gotta know your limitations on that TNT. Your shit will crash. TNT is not something to just use a lot of. And even now, it's pretty fucking laggy. So how much I use there is pretty much the limit. I don't want to use any much more than what I use there. So maybe like just a little bit under 100, and that's about it. Now there's a lot of stuff that's been built in this. As you see, it doesn't stop. It just continues. It goes out into the back. But this little area right over here is the last little bit that stretches out this far. So we'll be able to actually cover the rest of this stuff probably in the next video and nuke all this that you see. And then we won't have to really worry about dealing with this side. Because we are getting to a point where we're not just in the city anymore. We're kind of on the outskirts of it. And once we get all the stuff from the outskirts of the city done, it'll be going a lot faster. This Let's Play, it won't be as big as it is. So this is the parkour stage. As you see, it has lava. It's a parkour park. Like I have a video on it, and it shows the entire parkour park. It shows me going through it. But we're gonna line the floors with TNT and see how that goes. We're gonna first just start with like the sides. We can just like blow off the sides of it. And you can see it open. And as you can see, that's how you can see we have like the parkour area, you jump through it. You have this little part where you can jump through this too. Actually, I would love to make like this wall, just the bottom part, all glass so I can actually watch people go through it. I think that'd be an amazing idea. If I don't do that, I'll do it for the next parkour stage I do. I'll make like the bottom of it out of glass, and I'll make a way that you can just watch people do it and watch people fail. So I think that'd be really funny. Really amusing. But let's blow us baby up. Now the parkour stage is pretty sweet. That's why I'm kind of blowing off the side so I can just show you in like a side view. But you go in there and you do some parkour jumps, and you make it to the end where you saw that lava. It's pretty damn awesome. It has multiple layers, as you can tell. It has multiple stages, which are pretty amazing. It all ends to like a huge finale with lava. And I like that. I like it because it like you risk your life at the beginning and at the end. And those are probably the two most important starting positions. And this right here was a castle being made by someone who never came and finished it. So we might make the Parkour stage 2 here. We might do part 2 here just because it's so wide and open and I could see it happening. So I might take that over and do that. We'll see what happens. But let me blow out the rest of the sides. That's like the idea of blowing out the sides. I know I didn't do like an in-depth look at it, but I don't feel like going through the whole parkour. I have a video of me doing that already. So I don't really feel like doing that in particular. Knew that wouldn't reach these. But you can pretty much see it was one of those parkours where you just jump to each block, and if you fall you gotta redo it. Like when you see it inside. Yeah, I can tell. This is the Duckfin Arena, which is now overshadowed by the parkour area, which probably makes the arena look pretty shit. But we're gonna nuke the arena. Why not? This arena was made by one of my buddies named Baby Santa, which I call him Baby Satan, because that's how I read it when I first saw him, and I like that better. So we're going to go ahead and nuke this. It shouldn't be too big of a nuke. I mean, it has a lot of lava, though, so it's going to cause a lot of lava mayhem. And then we will go up and nuke the rest of the parkour area, just because we can. So let's hope that this fire doesn't prematurely set this off, because that wouldn't be good. Oh, it definitely did. Okay. So there that goes. Very slowly, but there it goes. Reaching around the side. All the sides. And yeah, the lava's starting to flow. It actually deleted a lot more of the lava than I thought it would. I thought the lava would flow a lot more. So let's go inside the parkour arena. This is one of the parts where you pretty much... You have to like run through the fire here. And so let's put a TNT down here. Get a better look at it. That's the bottom of it. But this is a part where you had to like run through the fire. Which is actually, it was cool because this is the maximum pain stage. And so you totally had to like run through the fire. And if you missed it and went the wrong way, you could run into lava right there. If you take a left, you could kill yourself. Run into like dead ends. And the only way to make it was through this entrance over there, which is pretty cool. I mean, I like this little thing. I made this myself. You know, I made most of all this stuff myself. A little bit of help in the parkour area, but I made most of it myself. This is not an Easter egg. That's what that sign says, if you guys were wondering. It's like, no, this is not an Easter egg, but it is funny to joke and say that it is. Oh my god, how about killyourself.com? This is another parkour area. When you run out the fire, you'll be able to soothe yourself off and then parkour it on up to the last level, which gets you up these stairs. You come up here, and the last part is a very... Well, it's not the last part, but it's the last actual thing before you get to the end. It's this pretty big maze. Don't get lost, Hairbearer and find you. So let's just throw some TNT down in this entire maze and see if I can't get lost. See if I can just go the right way. Stop going off prematurely. That's what she said. No, it's not. She said she wants me to get off more. Oop. Careful around the lava. That's probably gonna set everything off. Let's go ahead and get through this bitch. Don't be cheating when you go on my parkour. I'm only doing this shit because of the fact that, you know, I'm just mainly showing you this off and blowing it up. Like I said, I have a whole video on this parkour park, like a whole fucking video on it. So I don't think we need too much more to look at it. You know, I got tons of video on it. So that probably most definitely blew up my Bowser and Mario area. But this is the final stage. You run through here and you could potentially die in lava, but this world does have checkpoints. So if you do die in the lava, you can come back and the checkpoint will pretty much spawn you at the spot that you missed, which is very awesome because a lot of people get lost and they fucking get raged and they're like, what the French toast? And you come up here and that's the end. You end up in Sky Islands and thank you, but our princess is in another castle, which might be a hint. I'm not going to give anything away, but it might be a hint toward the Parkour Part 2 stage. Our princess is in another castle. So, I mean, it might be just a little bit of a hint. I don't want to give too much away. God's going to set off. I just know it. Just because it's like right underneath that lava. That shit's so going to set off. Oh, that one too. You got to be careful when placing TNT. There it goes. You got to be careful when placing TNT next to lava. No doubt. All this is going to do is like cause the biggest mess ever. That's all this is going to do right now. Lay more TNT all around. Shit. That was a great escape. I'm just saying, that would have been my ass. That was a great escape. So I think that's it for the parkour area. We pretty much nuked the fucking shit out of it. I mean, we didn't like fill it up as good as we did the other areas, but like I said before, I don't want this game crashing. I want to keep all the destruction and look back at it later. I mean, if anything, we can go back and blow up the stuff that we blew up already, you know, to keep the theme to it. But like I said, by the end of this video, by the end of this Let's Play, I want to be able just to look at the entire world and just see it nuked. And we've already done so much, so I don't want to get to the point where it has to reload every so often and everything we've done gets deleted. I mean, it's still good footage. I'm still going to show it no matter what, but I just don't want to get to that point. We've done a lot of work on this baby. So one final explosion for my epic parkour arena. Hopefully there'll be a part 2 of the parkour arena because I do love it with all me heart. It is one of my favorite builds that I have been a part of and did most of the work. I mean, pretty much, I let my subscribers do a lot of mining, and they came here and built the walls, and a couple of them did build some of the traps in here, but I built most of the stuff in here, and I am very proud to say that because I love the stuff that is in here, and it's very epic. Lava for days right now. Alright, so let's do one more stretch all the way back here. Let's not have me fall in any holes. And that, my friend, is that. Just gonna add a couple more here and there because I'm a boss. Alright, let's see how much of this disappears. Damn. Look at the top of it. Damn, destruction for days. Is it going to reach all the way to the end over there? Oh, it did. Nice. So there we have it. We nuked the parkour challenge. It's one of my favorite spots. It's spots that get used the most. Like, everyone always comes over here and does the parkour. It's one of the first things people do when they enter the place. And if they don't, I challenge them to it, to come and do it. So, I mean, it's very cool. I love it a lot. I'm glad I made it. It was one of the, it took me like a whole night. It took me like 5-6 hours in a night to do it, but was well worth it. Very fun to explode, and even after you explode it so much like I did, it's still, there's so much of it left. It's definitely a disaster, but there's tons left. But on the next episode, we will destroy all the remaining stuff that is over here in this area. We'll go down this way and come all the way across and finish up the rest of this entire city within the next 5 videos. And that'll be one of the major parts done. That'll be one of the hugest parts. And then we'll just go to the other cities and the different areas and we'll nuke them as well. And then this Let's Play will be over. So maybe about 10, 15 more videos and we'll be done. Hopefully you've been enjoying this TNT look around Duckcraft 1.0 explode it all and have fun with it episodes. I hope you have been. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Leave in the comments if you're enjoying it. And as always, ducks can fly. Talk to you guys later. Peace.